Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because I don't have any kids around me. I'm by myself. I have a nice background. I'm just so excited. Like I feel like a real YouTuber. Like nobody's gonna come up and pee somewhere. Lovely woman right here. Boom. She put out a very funny but very insightful vlog about how she got arrested. So I was watching this video and it was really funny, but I just took so much information from it. So I wanted to share my story with you guys of the time that I did not get arrested. I'm not even gonna claim that in the Lord's name, because she went through some stuff. I'll have the link below so you guys can watch hers, because it was sad, but it was funny and it was insightful and it was just everything wrapped up in a little ball. But I could have got locked up. It was basically, your girl could have went down. So I was in high school, and in high school, like I say all the time, the fanny that I have now, I had pretty much, I'm gonna say maybe 3 or 4 inches less, but not very much. I've always had a big fanny. So I attracted older men, and older men liked me. So I started dating this man. I'm not gonna say his name, but if you watch this, you know who you are. I started dating this guy, and he was way older than me. I think I was in high school, I was like 16, 17, and he's probably like 21, 22. So once again, like she said, let you know like the creep he was. Okay, so I was dating this guy, and my mom knew about it and everything. We were dating. So, and my mom's whole thing was she felt like it would be okay if I was in the house with him, because at least I guess she could keep an eye on me. And I wasn't in the street. So she would always let him come over and watch movies and stuff. And this particular day, she said she wanted a sub and she wanted some candy or something. My mom had a really big sweet tooth. So we all took my mom's car and we went. He drove because he clearly was older than I was. I think I had a permit at that time. And we drove to the store in Dogwood Shopping Center. I think it's called CJ's or something. But anyway, we went to the shopping center and we got some food. So it was me, him, and his friend. I'm going to say Vane, because I don't want to put his business out there. But I'm going to say Vane because, you know, I don't want to say him and him because you get confused. All in the car and everything like that. And we get the food and we're about to leave out. Now, in the shopping center on Rolling Road or Dogwood, there is a hill. It's like a hill like this that you have to go down. So I'm just in the car, not paying no attention. Dan and him are talking, and all of a sudden I see the car slow down. It didn't 100% stop, but it slowed down, and he, which is my boyfriend at the time, opened the door, got out the car, and just started running. I'm talking about hauling ass, just running towards the woods like, I don't know, Night in Mississippi or something. That was a sad movie. Why did I go there? I went to a very dark place. Well, it was a dark time for me running. So Van was in the back seat and he's like, pull the brake, pull the brake. Mind you, I am a new driver. I just had my permit. So I'm like, do what? At the same time, we're like going down this hill. So I pull up the emergency brake because I guess, you know, I don't know, look at God. He realized that I didn't want to die today. And I pulled the emergency brake and the car just stopped. So I'm sitting here and I'm like freaked out, and then I see the cop cars. So the cop cars come, and there's 2 cop cars, because this is Willon, this is the county, and they play no games. So the 2 cop cars come, and it's not funny, but it's kind of funny. The cop, you know, because his car door, the driver's car door is still open, because he just opened the door and ran. It's still open. So he stuck his head in, and he's like, where'd he go? And I swear to God, like twinsies, me and Van looked at the officer and we were like, who? The man that was clearly driving this automobile lady. So when he went back to his car, because I guess they called for backup, and then all I hear is Van in the back seat. He's like, you don't know nobody. You don't know nothing. You were with me. I'm your friend. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. And I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? And I'm from the county. I have never had any foolishness like this ever happen to me before in my life. So I am scared. My heart is racing thinking about it. I am so scared. I do not F with the police. I am not NWA. I don't do it. You guys got to get out the car. So it's to get out the car, and they told us to sit on the curb. And I just felt so ratchet. Like, you know, you see the people sitting on the curbs that clearly have done something wrong. They did not put handcuffs on us, by the grace, but we were sitting on the curb. And the whole time he's kind of muttering on his breath, you don't know nothing, you don't know nothing, you don't know nothing. So the guy asked me for my license, and he asked who was this car. And I said the car was my mother's car, and that she lived around the corner. And now that I think about it, like, it has nothing to do with God. Because when I heard other stories, like, they should have just really been mean to us, but I don't know. God, that's all I can say. But I said my mom's around the corner. At this time, this is before it wasn't before cell phones, but it was before cell phones were really, really popular. So my mom did not have a cell phone. I feel like my glasses are dirty. Are they dirty? I put glasses on because I don't like to squint, because my brother called them light-skinned nigga eyes when I go like this. Maybe I should. Do you guys think I'm sexy? Oh, I be digressing. The guy, I was like, my mom lives around the corner at the time. I told him the address. We did not live far. We were right down the street. And the officer's like, well, you sit here. We're going to go get your mom. So I'm like, oh my God, they're going to get my mom. My mom's, this is bad. This is bad. And the whole time Van is still muddling, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. So the officer is like, who's that? And I'm like, I just went like, he said, Van said that he's my friend, and we needed, you know, to use the car, her mom's car, to go to the store. She don't know him, you know, she don't have nothing to do with it. He's my friend, and we used his mom's car. And they were like, you know, where'd he go? What did he have on? And I lied, and I said, like, and this person that I'm talking about would never wear this. I went so left field. I said he had on all white. Like, he had on white jeans and a white shirt. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but they were like, well, what did he have on? And the first thing came out, he had on white. He had on all white. And he had a white tee. And back then, and my white tee. Yeah. Anyway, everybody wore white tees. So, it was just like, that's the only thing I could think that, you know, what could you say? A black man in a white tee back then? Like, it's the 90s. Everybody wore black tees back then. Sidebar story, which maybe I will tell y'all on a later date. I don't know. My mom had some police issues where she was actually arrested. So when my mom saw the cop car, you know, after I talked to her, and she sees a knock at the door, like, my mom had to make a legit decision if she was going to open the door or not, because she didn't know if they were there for her, which was tomfoolery, but my mom was a hoot, and that's another story for another day. But thank God she opened the door. So when they drove my mom to where me and Van was, and my mom looked me dead in my face, and me and my mom just had this moment where she was like, you are effing stupid, but I got you. And I knew it. And she looked at me and she said, do you know this young man? And I looked at her and I was like, no, Mom. No, I don't. And it was just like, oh my God, my mom's gonna hold me down. Like, maybe she shouldn't. I don't know if she should, but it was just like, I don't know. It's a mom thing. Like, we just looked at each other, and it was just like, she gave me this look like, you are dead wrong. What the heck is going on? But I got you, you know, so P.O.P. She held me down. Anyway, so the guy's talking to my mom, and he's basically like, you know, he's a bad guy. This guy is not a good guy. Your daughter shouldn't be around him. And she looked at Van one time and she said, what are you doing? You were supposed to be driving. Like, my mom pulled out all the cards. I can't believe it. Like, she, you know, my mom is good at what she does. That's all I can say. My mom was good. So she did all that with the officer, and she's smoozing the officer, and the guy was like, well, you don't want her around him. He's a really bad guy. We're looking for him. We don't want him around him. She can't drive, but if you want to drive home, you can drive the car home. And thank God they let us go. Mind you, this whole time all this foolishness is going on, me and Van are still, Vaughn, did I mess up and put his name out there in the street? I don't know. Whatever. I haven't seen him in a jillion years. Me and this Van or Vaughn, or whatever you want to call him, is on the curb, and this is roll. This is like a shopping center that has a Family Dollar, a Pizza Hut, nail salons. I mean, all types of foolishness. I think it was like a Saturday. People are walking in and out. I am just red. Like, I am so embarrassed. I just want to hide under a rock. Like, when me and my mom pull up to our house, guess who's sitting outside my apartment? Yes, the runner. that left me in the car, no, didn't stop the car, didn't put the brake on, nothing, is sitting outside of my house. And you would say, Tyne, I know you read him his rights. You took him to, you girl, you better had the library was open, right? Child, the library was closed. You know, it wasn't no use for everybody to go to jail. I knew that, you know, so I just ran because I knew they didn't have nothing on you. I was like, you didn't stop the car though. Like the car was still going. He was like, oh, you know, and did the whole schmoozing thing. And my mom was basically like, you can't come around here. You can't be around here. The police are still looking. You just need to get from my house. Like, you just need to get from my house. And I looked at my mom and I was so sad because she was taking away who I thought at the time was a love, you know, I loved him. Like, I love him, Mom. I love him. He's the love of my life. You know, the nigga who's running from the cops that left me in the car with some dude, you know, I mean, I knew him, but I kept dating him. Like, I kept dating him for many, many moons after that. That was not the straw that broke the camel's back, even though it's crazy. So that was definitely just me, you know, just wanting to be loved, and finally found a guy that, you know, I guess liked me. So I was just holding on to it and stuff like that. Like, not even a day later did I let him come back to my house. It was crazy. But that is my crazy, crazy story where if it was another officer, if it was another moon, if it was another day, if it was another year, your girl would have been in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. So if you don't take anything from this story, don't be young. Don't be young. Be young, but don't be dumb. I guess that's what you could take for this story. Don't be dumb. If somebody loves you, they are not going to get you in trouble. They're not going to leave you while you may be in trouble. Like, they're not going to do that. So that was my crazy story. I would love to hear any of your crazy stories. If you have some, you can definitely at me if you do it on Instagram or Twitter and tell me, Tyne, I put up my crazy story or whatever like that. Comment below and tell me your craziest relationship stories. And even though these stories are funny now that everything's said and done, they're not funny when it was the moment, but I think it's still good to let people know, like, hey, this is what I went through, stuff like that. So I will talk to you guys in my next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys so much.